He'll deliver the facts. His viewers are informed. They learn about the important news of the day at the end of the show, and they've also heard Tucker Carlson's opinion. Now, what's wrong with that? It would be really hard for you to convey a topical, passionate issue of the day that you feel strongly about without injecting some level of opinion and bias in it, right? So is Jake Tapper that far superior to you or any other normal human being? See, the difference with media bias is that their lie is at the very premise of what they're presenting to you. They claim they don't have a bias. And that's the problem. So bringing it back to, as you heard in the introduction, when I came from this theater world, I was brought into this by a man named Andrew Breitbart. Now, you probably know the website, but I can't believe I'm saying this. Andrew Breitbart died 9 years ago when you were all, what, 7, 8, 9 years old. So you might not have actually known the man. That's how long this has been since he passed away. But I worked for Andrew, and he sort of reinvented how news is delivered on the internet. Before Andrew Breitbart, there was no Daily Caller. There was no Daily Wire. I know, it was only 9 years ago, right? But there wasn't. Those websites didn't exist, or there was a town hall media, but it was very different than it is right now. I don't think there was a red state. Hot Air had just been born. Whatever the conservative websites are that you consume right now, Andrew was at the forefront of those. He worked with Matt Drudge with the Drudge Report back in the late 90s. He was hired by Arianna Huffington with Huffington Post. Now, I know that seems crazy because Huffington Post is a left-wing site, but Arianna Huffington understood that Andrew Breitbart was a genius at delivering information in this internet age. And Andrew Breitbart said it's okay if you deliver news and information with a bias, with an opinion. Just don't lie to your consumer. Don't lie to the reader. Don't pretend that you don't actually have an opinion, because they can smell that a mile away. And now we've come full circle. Because I think the biggest problem with CNN and NBC and ABC and all of the cable news networks, for the most part, is that they pretend they don't have an opinion. And you know they're lying to you. From the very onset, they're lying to you. So why does Fox News do so well? Because it's conservative? Well, maybe. I mean, there's no one else who's specifically saying we're speaking to a conservative audience. But more than that, they actually own it. They say, yeah, in fact, that's why MSNBC does pretty well, because in their prime time, they own it too. Rachel Maddow doesn't pretend to be unbiased. Now, she has an opinion. It's not an opinion I want to spend an hour with, but there are a lot of people who do. And I would venture to say that the people at the end of the show, they may disagree with me on what's best to do for this country, what the best approach to fix what's wrong with this country, but I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to be very generous to the viewers of MSNBC and to the producers of the Rachel Maddow Show. I think that the viewers of the Rachel Maddow Show, 1 hour after watching that program, are informed. They are informed on the news of the day. They are informed on the topics that Rachel Maddow feels passionate about. They have, for the most part, gotten information delivered to them. It's been delivered to them through a lens that accommodates those viewers and accommodates something that they want to hear, and they're very different than I am. But they're not being lied to necessarily. Not necessarily. See, a lie is a tough thing, because when someone speaks their opinion about how best to fix a problem, is it a lie? I mean, they can be wrong, but that doesn't mean they're purposefully lying about the facts. And you could say the same thing about the Tucker Carlson show. He'll deliver the facts. His viewers are informed. They learn about the important news of the day at the end of the show, and they've also heard Tucker Carlson's opinion. Now, what's wrong with that?